Hello Capricorn, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for April 2023. I hope that these messages, this guidance, this insight that this reading will bring you will help you in whatever area of your life you need assistance in this month. This reading is for you if you are a sun, moon or rising Capricorn. Let's get started. Capricorn, so for your reading for April, we have the number 10 and landing. We have the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Fool, and the 4 of Cups. We have humility. We have brown bear spirit, take time out, and we have values. Look at this card, Capricorn. Landing. And it looks magical. It feels magical. It's like landing in a better place. Looking to the horizon, you've got the Fool card. It's like you're taking a leap of faith and Spirit saying, look where you're going to land. I see this opening as like a portal. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but I'm seeing this. And see this bit up here, I'm seeing almost like he or she is sitting in a hand. It's almost like you've landed somewhere secure and it's going to take you through the portal. And I'm getting the sense of through to another place. And Spirit's telling me not just another place as in a physical place, but like another mindset, a complete different way of living. And I like that this card is a 10 and it says landing and not landed. It's like this month, Capricorn, you're landing. And that brings a sense of completion. The 10 in tarots is the completion, the end. And in numerology, a 10 goes to a 1, which is all about new beginnings. And you've got the Fool card here and the Ace of Wands. There's this sense that your landing brings about endings and beginnings. And there'll be moments of celebration and there'll be moments of contemplation. But I feel that because you've got this Ace of Wands and you've got the Fool, this new journey, this is the very start of the tarot. This is that leap of faith that starts the journey of tarot. I feel that this landing, whatever it ends, it brings about so much newness, so many fresh starts, so many new beginnings, that whatever is falling away is, I'm feeling it's not going to be as painful as what it might have been once upon a time. And her or his wings are still out. They're still open. So there's this sense of this landing, the ending and the new beginnings is not going to have you blocked or stagnant. I'm kind of feeling, if you've listened to, if you've been with me for a while and you listen to my readings, I often talk about that gap between things ending and the new beginning. And it's in that gap that wisdom is gained, where the lessons of the past, we don't take the pain from those lessons, we extract the wisdom in that kind of gap. And I'm feeling for you, it's very different, Capricorn. It's almost like, I just got an image of a grasshopper, oddly enough. So a grasshopper or a cricket, it lands and it's ready to jump again. It doesn't land and have to refuel. It can just land and go, and it doesn't really need to think about it too much. And I'm really kind of feeling, you've got to take time out, but I'm really feeling it really different. It's almost like this ending and this beginning merge together as one. It's almost like the ending is the new beginning. And I don't know how to explain that better, because I don't know how that's going to pan out in your life, and I'm not quite sure. I'm stumbling because I'm trying to find an example. But for some reason, Spirit's not coming forth with anything. And when I find myself rambling or I find myself searching, I take that as a guide now that I'm aware of it, and it's happened often enough, that when Spirit goes quiet, the message has been delivered. So on some level, Capricorn, you will understand that. It will make sense to you. And it doesn't make sense to me, but it's not my journey. So this is where we need to take our perception of other people's journeys, and we need to set them aside, because it's not our journey. We can't understand. And it doesn't matter how awake you are, how wise you are, how enlightened you might think you are, or we might think we are. The journey of another is just that. So I am being shown that I need to trust that the message that is delivered is the message that you need. Now, I learn through my tarot readings. I learn so much when I channel. But I've also learnt through doing this that when it happens in a reading and I'm called to explain myself, or when I'm called to sort of say, well, look, I need to step back here, this is your message, I also find there's a message in that for you. So Capricorn, I'm really feeling that Spirit was telling me, you've got this, you know, you understand this message. It'll make sense to you when you land and take off again. Like, it'll just make sense how the two, the beginning and the end, blur together. But there's also a sense in that of possibly not judging your journey by how you think it should go, because it'll probably happen really different. And don't allow others to judge your journey or your process or the way you are walking your path, because it's not theirs and they won't understand it. I'm feeling this sense of, I'm just getting the word big and it's all in capital letters. And I was trying to find another word apart from big, because I even feel that big doesn't fit it. It almost feels like this is, it's almost like the landing and the next leap. It's almost like it, I was going to say it undoes, but it doesn't undo. It just, it's like what came before doesn't matter or doesn't exist anymore. I could really, Capricorn, I could really just talk on this card. It just, this card with all the others is just bringing up so much in me. And every time I think, okay, then I'll go to the next card, I kind of can't put it down. I think you're landing in a place, in a mindset, in a new direction that kind of changes your perspective, or it changes you so much that you're just ready for the next leap straight after. You're not even closing your wings. Thank you, Spirit. And this landing makes you see the past chances that you took, the times that you trusted, the times that you worked through your fears. Everything worked out. Everything is working out. And this gives you wings. I'm kind of feeling, gosh, is it in the landing that she's granted her wings? Was she hopping? Was she jumping from one thing to the next? And then she lands and it's like, this is what I'm capable of. And suddenly these wings appear and she doesn't want to close them, or he doesn't want to close them. It's like they're primed and ready to be used. You're ready to go again. You're ready to take more chances. You're ready to take more leaps. And I feel you're looking at, wow, I took a chance that seemed so big to me and I made it. Now I just want to, I don't want to take a jump. I want to take a leap. I want to take a chance and see where that takes me. There's this sense in this card of confidence. Having had situations, challenges, people, even you, yourself, your mind, and maybe challenges physically, in health, but there's this sense that you've broke through all the barriers that could have stopped you. And now there's this sense that you see your worth, you see your magnificence, you see how, I want to say unstoppable, but I don't think it's the right word. You just see how, you see your potential. You see the potential in life. you don't see, or you're not focused on all the little things that could go wrong, because there's this confidence in you now that every time you do come across something that, okay, maybe a little bit of a roadblock, you know that you can work through it. You know that it's guiding you, and it's given you this great confidence to really throw yourself into life. That's what I'm feeling for you, Capricorn. There's this sense of you are throwing yourself into life in whatever way that means to you. And I'm looking at the brown bear spirit with this 9, and I'm looking at this 4 of cups. And right now in your reading, I feel like there's a sense here of taking time out, the roadblocks that you've had, the time of contemplation and umming and ahhing and pros and cons. It's come to an end. A 9 in numerology is completion, culmination. It's the end of something. And I feel that time of reflection and being rather than doing, it's coming to an end. And brown bear spirit is here to say you're protected as you move forward. So bear spirit is very protective spirit, very protective spirit. And the brown bear spirit is here saying you're coming out of your time out and you're protected. Feel safe, feel courageous, feel brave, because you've got everything you need. It's like you've got everything you need, Capricorn. You know everything you need. You've just got to fly. The time of umming and ahhing, of uncertainty, it's behind you. You've kind of looked at all your options. The timeout doesn't mean, Capricorn, that you've been doing nothing. You know, inner work is something. But I feel like you've also been trying to take steps, and they might look like tiny, tiny, tiny baby steps. But you've still been, in this time out, you've still been, I want to say, even if you haven't been taking physical steps, you've been kind of planning it out in your mind. And I feel that every time you've come up against something, a solution has come to you, and there's this confidence now. There's this confidence to land so you can take off again. You know, it's like my eyes just really went when I said, you know, you can land to take off again. The Fool, if he is in mid-flight of a leap, he can't leap again. He has to land. You know, you can't leap in the middle of a leap. That leap needs to, the original leap needs to end in order for you to leap again. And there's this sense that you're landing, Capricorn, only to leap again. Now, the message that came through very strongly is in midair. I feel like you got insight. In midair, you were almost in this time out contemplation. You know, when you're in midair, it's like you've got a different perspective that when you're ready to take off. When you're ready to take off, there's a lot of fear, because there's fear that goes, oh my gosh, I have to jump, I have to jump. Once you've jumped, you might still be scared, but you just have to make do with your jump. You'll see things differently because your jump generally leads you higher or further than when the point of of your departure was. But there's this sense almost like in your mid-jump, you took time out and you were contemplating, you were arming and ahhing. Is this really, I can see kind of where I'm going to land. Is it really where I want to be? Is this how I want to be? Is this who I want to be? Is this how I want to live? Is this where I want to live? And I feel this time out. And this Four of Cups was just like 101 questions. And it's somewhere in that leap, you got clarity. So you're landing because now you know, you understand the next leap. So I'm kind of feeling that what you've just been through, Capricorn, was almost like just this tiny little stepping stone to get you to where you needed to be. It's almost of no importance. That's why I kind of saw earlier that it's like when you land and take off again, it's like almost everything that came before that just falls away because there's a sense of it being insignificant. There's a sense of it being unimportant to you now. It was important at the time, but now you see that it was just a little pebble that enabled you to jump from this stone to this stone much more easily. Because look at this energy. And I feel like this is how the energies are likely to play out, or the 4-week breakdown. And I'm seeing this in week 1, or the first energy. It's almost like, because this is your landing, so in April you're landing probably around the 2nd week, because the 3rd week you take off again. And I feel like the first week with this 3 of Cups, it's like this clarity that comes to you. It's like these 101 questions that you asked yourself, suddenly you got answers for. And it can be that maybe doors opened up for you. It can be maybe that the right people came in, or somebody said something to you and it made you go, oh. But there's this sense of yay, you know, there's this sense of celebration, and oh, you'll be like, oh, that's just what I needed to hear. That's just what I needed to see. That's just what I needed to know. That's just the leg up that I needed. That's just the boost that I needed. There's something about Capricorn that this is just what I needed. And seeing that, in seeing that, you see the Ace of Wands, a gift from the universe. We have to leap. But the Fool is a major arcana. And the Fool, being a major arcana, is how Spirit helps us, how the universe helps us, how we co-create. So you get a gift from Spirit in the Ace of Wands, which leads to this leap of faith. You have to take the leap. But Spirit is showing you where to leap. It's telling you you're safe. And it's bringing you passion and excitement to help you take that leap. So this, whatever this 3 of Cups is that comes through for you, I'm seeing this celebration with others, but I'm seeing this as somehow you've come together with others, or you've got a message from somebody, or something comes through, and it gives you answers. And this Ace of Wands, this gift from the universe, is passion and drive to take that new leap. And you're so excited for this new leap. You're so ready, Capricorn. You're so ready for this new leap that you're not even closing your wings. You're not even taking a breath between landing and jumping again. It's like this landing is, the landing is only there so you can put your feet on the ground and leap again. And look at this. This Four of Cups, I always see this as the Ace of Cups. You're in the last week. You're going to realize that your past is exactly that. Everything that came before, Capricorn, is kind of, it loses its grip on you. It loses its hold on you. It loses its power over you. Thank you, Spirit. Power is the word. The past loses its power over you, and that can be people, situation, jobs, lifestyle, mindsets, perception, however it works for you, Capricorn. Because suddenly this is not so shiny. It's not so valuable. It's not so important. And the Ace of Cups is coming in. A gift from the universe that leads to fulfillment. And with the Wands, the Ace of Wands here, you know, the Wands is your dreams and goals, your passions. It's what your soul calls you to do. And the opportunities are coming. Once you leap, the past has no hold on you, no power over you. And you can step into a much more fulfilling future. I'm also getting a sense with this take time out, this very, very comforting and very protective bear spirit. Your future is looking much lighter. Your future is looking, there'll still be challenges, of course there will, Capricorn, but it's easier. It's not going to be so, I can feel it in my heart, it's not going to be so heart-wrenching. It's not going to be so difficult. You know, when we're not carrying the baggages of the past, our baggage of the past, we are lighter. Every situation we come to it with a new mindset, a new perspective, not dredging up all the past. And you know, that makes our footsteps heavy. The more baggage we have, the more we're kind of wading through mud. This is a beautiful reading, Capricorn. This is, and it feels so good, like you are going to feel so good. And then we finish your reading, Capricorn, with humility. Humility is knowing that your truth is simply what you believe to be true in the moment. Everyone is entitled to their truth without being labelled as right or wrong, good or bad, better or worse. Stay humble and open to what life wants to teach you. And that's what I spoke about earlier when I was saying I don't understand your journey. I felt like I really needed to explain it, and Spirit was saying, no, they've got it. Because this is your path and your path alone. So there's a reminder here from Spirit, Capricorn. I feel that you're going to feel so excited. Exuberance is the word. You're feeling so exuberant, so alive, so charged. And there's a sense that Spirit's saying, just remember, not everybody's going to be feeling that energy. So don't rush people. You're ready to take your leap, but it doesn't mean that everybody's ready to leap. And there's a sense of gentleness in being humble. When we're humble, we're gentle. and towards ourselves and towards others. But I'm feeling with this Ace of Wands and the Four card and this landing, I'm just, Three of Cups, this energy, you're just going to be like, I just got an image of a volcano erupting, because there's this excitement that's pushing you. And I just, you know, I almost like I'm telling myself to not talk too fast, not talk too loud, not shout. I almost want to shout and talk a million miles an hour and go, oh my gosh, because this energy is, actually, I got the word vitality. You know, your vitality is going to go through the roof. You're just going to have this energy. And it's almost like with this humility card, it's almost like, don't allow that energy to consume you. That energy is what is going to help you take that leap. It's what's going to enable you to be brave and throw yourself at life. But conserve some of that energy. And this is not the trip of just a month. And then we have values. Your values are what you consider important in your life. Knowing what your value is, knowing what your values are is important when considering your purpose. Otherwise, you may take a job or pursue an option that does not align with your highest interest. Take time to write out your values and keep them near your heart. So it's very interesting, Capricorn, because I feel like these two soul purpose cards are purely here as little reminders. So because I feel your values, I feel like it says knowing what your values are is important when considering your purpose. Otherwise, you may take a job or pursue an option that does not align with your highest interest. I think this is that 101 questions at the beginning of the reading. You were gauging, you were kind of sussing yourself out, if you, for want of a better word, Capricorn. You were seeing what fits and what feels right for you. So as you push forward with all this energy, Spirit is still saying, take moments every now and again just to stop and contemplate, to be humble and to see where you are, to make sure you're still in alignment, to make sure you're, the word that came to mind is hustling. That's really interesting. There's a gentleness, there's this volcanic energy behind this reading, and then there's just this allowing, there's just this being. There's almost like in this energy of you leaping and throwing yourself at life, there's also this sense of being gentle with others that are not quite there yet, being conscious that others are afraid, and really making sure that in your leap, in what you say, in what you do, in how you are, in your being, you're always aligned with your values. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Capricorn. Oh my goodness, what a month. What a month. You're just going to feel alive. Just alive. So enjoy, my friends. Have a wonderful month. Take good care of yourselves. I'm sending you much love and light. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.